This I wanna nail sports to the bone. Top blogger, top YouTube channel. No matter which sports, yeah, we got it covered. Subscribe and hit the notification bell.
A blessed day to you, all my viewers and subscribers. Welcome back to the channel. Alright, my peeps, so I just have some information here that I would like to pass on to you all. So, first thing, CWR earlier today confirmed that we are going to be taking on England. We are going to be hosting England leading up to the Christmas period. So they were talking about tickets and all of that. So I'm going to remind you of the dates that we're going to be playing them. And I'm also going to be sharing an article that I saw on CrickBuzz where they are talking about West Indies actually facing schedule conflict as it relates to the World Cup qualifiers and the India series. Remember, we are set to host India pretty soon. So gonna see what they are saying where that is concerned. And finally, we're going to be talking about the ICC Test rankings. Marnus Lamashane, he has been dethroned. So we're going to take a look at all of that. Just give a listening ear until the end and let me know what you think in the comment section. So starting off with West Indies, and as I said earlier, the men, they are set to host England later on this year. So taking this one from the West Indies website, they said now the matches, we're going to be playing a couple of ODIs and T20s. So where the CG ODIs are concerned, the first game will be played on the 3rd of December in Antigua at the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium. The second one will be played at the same place, Sir Vivian Richards Stadium in Antigua. And that's going to be an afternoon game at 1:30. And the third and the final ODI will be played at the Kensington Oval. So that is the third one. And that's going to be an afternoon game starting at 1:30 p.m. So, they are just letting us know that is how the West Indies versus England ODI games will go. And in terms of the T20s, we're actually going to be playing I think we're playing 4 T20s if I'm not mistaken. So the first one is going to be on the 14th of December. The first one is actually on the 12th of December. And then the second one is on the 14th of December. The third one, the 16th of December. The fourth one, the 19th of December. And the fifth one, the 21st of December. So we're actually playing 5 T20 games there. So that is very good that we are going to be able to play some games. The first one will be at Kensington Oval. The second one will be at the Grenada National Stadium. Also the third one, the fourth and the fifth one, those will be played at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy in Trinidad and Tobago. So, the men, they are all set to host England in the Christmas period there. So, a busy rest of the year where cricket is concerned. Remember, we have the India series after we qualify for the World Cup. We also have the CPL, we have the World Cup itself, and then we have this tour against England. So the Caribbean people, I guess CWI, they were advertising that the tickets are now ready. So those that are planning to go and see the games, you can actually get access to your tickets. And talking about India, so as I move on here, I am taking this one from the CrickBuzz website, and they are saying in the headline, World Cup qualifiers and India series, right? West Indies face scheduling conflict, because remember we are locked in battle where this is with the schedule where the qualifying is concerned, and then we have to take on India in that all format series. So let me just go through the article so you can hear what they are saying. They said the West Indies team currently in Zimbabwe is facing a serious scheduling conflict between its white ball and red ball engagements. They say not an ideal situation to prepare for international assignments. Now, Cricket West Indies acknowledged the problem and has stated that it is exploring multiple options to avoid any potential crisis, because we have players that players that play all formats. So the article goes on and says, just 3 days after the World Cup qualifiers in 2023, right, when it concludes on July the 9th, the Caribbean team is scheduled to meet India in a test series that begins in Dominica on July the 12th. So they said just 3 days after the World Cup qualifiers in 2023 conclude in Zimbabwe on July the 9th, right, the Caribbean team is scheduled to meet India in a test series that begins in Dominica on the 12th. So just 3 days after that, my viewers and subscribers, so you know that people like Jason Hola, Kyle Mayers, Alzari Joseph, Rastan Chase seems to be an immovable object in all the formats. And don't know if they're going to try Brandon King. All of these guys are going to have to play the test, So it's interesting. I don't know if that is the reason they send to him people like Odin Smith. Well, he's not going to be playing test, but maybe they wanted him to prepare because they know that one or two of the all-rounders that are actually playing in the qualifiers will not be able to play based on the amount of workload. So that is what they are saying, my peeps. So we're going to go down some more in the article and see what they are saying. So they say, the test match begins on the 12th. So they say complicating matters is the logistical challenge of traveling from between regions. So they said the capital city of the Caribbean island they said the international travel would apparently require close to 2 days. So they are saying between where they have to travel, it is probably going to have to be 2 days. And as I say, it's just 3 days. So you definitely don't want to take on India in that sort of state. You don't want to take on India in a state like that. So the article closed by saying CWI has often had teams that differ between white ball and red ball matches, but there is some overlap on occasions, with the names that I just mentioned: Jason Ola, Kyle Mayers, Rastan Chase, Alzari Joseph. These guys, they are all playing the different formats. So they say CWI personnel say they are trying to make sure that they don't have that again. So the chief selector Desmond Haynes, apparently the Crickbuzz said chief selector Desmond Haynes did not respond to Crickbuzz query, but the CWI official involvement in the planning said, so some representative from CWI said that they realize the situation, and they are going to try and make sure that in the future nothing like this happens because they don't want any clash, But I guess earlier they had planned this India tour, and we were still on the edge whether or not we would have qualified for the World Cup, So I guess they planned that tour hoping that we would have qualified, and see this happen. Even if that's not the case, they're just going to have to feel a team. You understand? Even for the first test match, just feel a team. If you can't get Alzari Joseph and Jason Wall and all of them guys in the first test match, you're probably going to have to play some other players until you can actually get those guys settled and playing. So that is it where that is concerned. Just before I finish here, just to let you get this update on the world, the test ICC test rankings. The Australia trio, you remember they had Marnus Lamashane at 1, Steve Smith 2, and Travis Head at 3. That has actually changed. You understand? Joe Root is now on top of the ranking. So Joe Root is on top, and Steve Smith and Travis Head, they are actually out of the top 3. Really, this ICC ranking things change up so fast, man. So they say rank at number 1 is Joe Root. At number 2 is Kane Williamson. Number 3 is Marnus Lamashane. Number 4 is Travis Head. 5 is Babar Azam. 6 is Steve Smith. 7 is Usman Khawaja. 8 is Darrell Mitchell. 9 is Karat Naratne. And 10 is Richard Pant. So that is how it is now looking. I can't tell you how they calculate this thing, my viewers or subscribers. I just wanted to share it with you all. So we're going to leave it right there for now. Big up on yourself, my peeps, and stay safe.